Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I want to talk about this motion. Imagine someone who spends all of their money on gambling gets into debt and then breaks the law just to keep gambling. Should we throw that person into prison or should we help them change and get better? This is the main question in this motion. This house will give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. I strongly support this motion because I believe that giving social service and skill training is more effective, more fair, and more helpful than sending gambling offenders to prison. Gambling addiction is not just a crime, it is a serious mental health issue that destroys families, career, and even entire communities. Prisons and do not fix addiction. Instead, they often make people worse. What really works is rehabilitation, skill training, and social support. In this essay, I will explain why rehabilitation is better than imprisonment for gambling offenders by giving several reasons, supported by evidence and real-world examples. So the first, gambling is an addiction, not just a crime. The first and most important reason is that gambling is an addiction. The American Fear Trick Association lists gambling disorder as a mental health problem. The same way drug addiction is, people with gambling addiction cannot simply stop by themselves. Their brains are wired to feel strong urges when they see opportunities to gamble. If we put gambling offenders in prison, we are not solving the problem. Prison does not giving them therapy, does not teach them how to resist temptation, and does not help them understand the behavior. In fact, research shows that people who go to prison often suffer more stress, anxiety, and depression. These mental health problems can make their gambling addiction even worse after they're released. On the other hand, if we give offenders social service like counseling, therapy, and group support, they can understand their addiction and learn how to control it. Many studies show that counseling for gambling addiction reduces relapse rates. For example, in Canada therapy, programs for problem gamblers help reduce relapse by almost 50%. This shows that rehabilitation works better than punishment. The second, skill training helps offenders find better choices. Another big reason to support this motion is that skill training gives offenders better opportunities in life. One of the main reasons people gamble is because of financial problems. Some gamble because they want quick money, while others gamble out of boredom or employment. If people do not have stable jobs or useful skills, they are more likely to keep gambling. Sending them to prison does not giving them skills or jobs. In fact, prison usually makes it harder to find work later because many employers do not want to hire ex-prisoners. This keeps them trapped in poverty and increase the chance that they will gamble again. Is that giving gambling offenders skill training in areas like computer skills, carpenter, mechanics, or business can help them get stable jobs. When people have jobs, they earn money in healthy ways and no longer need to risk everything on gambling. For example, in Norway, offenders who went through skill training programs were 40% less likely to refund than those who only served prison time. This proves that training works. Skill training also boosts self-confidence and responsibility. Offenders feel proud when they can support themselves and their families. This sense of dignity is very important in helping people stay away from gambling. The third, rehabilitation is cheaper and smarter than prison. Some people may think prison is the easiest solution, but in reality, prison is very expensive for the government and taxpayers. According to reports from the United States, it costs between $35 to $50 per year to keep one person in prison. There is a half amount of money that could be spent on education, healthcare, or other social needs. On the other hand, rehabilitation programs like therapy sessions, training workshops, and community supports are much cheaper. They often cost less than half of what imprisonment costs. Even better, they produce long-term benefits because rehabilitated offenders can work, pay taxes, and support their families. They stop being a burden to society and start contributing to it. For example, study by the RAND Corporation showed that every $1 spent on correctional education saves $4 to $5 in future prison costs because people are less likely to return to crime. This proves that investing in rehabilitation is not just kind, it is also smart and economical. The fourth argument, rehabilitation builds a safer and healthier society. Another strong reason to support this motion is that rehabilitation builds a society that is safer, healthier, and fairer. When we put people in prison, we often destroy their chance to live normal lives. They come out prison with no job and no hope, and sometimes even more criminal. This increases the risk that they will commit crimes again. Rehabilitation, however, focus on restoring people instead of destroying them by helping offenders overcome addiction, learn skills, and reconnect with their family society. Prevent future crimes, this not only helps the offenders but also protects the community. A good example is in Singapore. Yellow Ribbon Project, which provides training and job opportunities for ex-offenders. Because of this program, many ex-offenders become instead of returning to crime. If such programs get such with serious offenders, they can definitely success with gambling. So this is my debate. So thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.